Looks like you already have.
"2025 is looking like an adrenaline rush for action movie fans. 15 upcoming explosive action movies to watch in 2025. Before we get started, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you for watching. Mortal Kombat 2. Warner Bros. Has locked in October 24th, 2025 for the IMAX release of Mortal Kombat 2. This time, we've got Moon Knight's Jeremy Slater penning the script, with Simon McQuoid back in the director's chair. The film promises fresh blood, including Karl Urban stepping in as Johnny Cage, along with returning cast members like Jessica McNamee, Josh Lawson, and Joe Taslim.
That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung Lao.
The 2021 Mortal Kombat movie pulled in $83 million worldwide and made a strong impression with fans, thanks to its intense action and respect for the game's original lore. This sequel looks ready to take things even further, with whispers of a multiverse angle that could bring back fighters like Kano, just the kind of twist fans are buzzing about. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2. Mission Impossible 8 is set to hit theaters on May 23rd, 2025, and it's aiming to be the grand finale of the Dead Reckoning saga. The previous film, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1, brought some wild action and AI-fueled suspense, but didn't quite crush the box office, earning around $567 million on a hefty $291 million budget. But for Mission Impossible 8, they're going all in with a jaw-dropping budget, reportedly hitting $400 million. This next chapter is likely picking up right where Part 1 left off. Ethan Hunt and his team are back, taking on The Entity, a powerful AI capable of manipulating reality itself.
What always mattered more to me than my own.
With the key needed to control or destroy this AI in hand, Ethan's next move is to track down a sunken Russian submarine, the Sevastopol, which holds the AI's source code. With Mission Impossible 8 potentially marking the end of the franchise, it looks like Paramount is setting up an epic farewell for Tom Cruise's legendary Ethan Hunt. Kraven the Hunter. Kraven the Hunter was originally set to hit theaters on August 30th, 2023, but Sony pushed it back to December 13th, 2024. They haven't given a clear reason, though most industry insiders think the Hollywood strikes in 2023 had a lot to do with it. This film promises to be one of Marvel's darkest and bloodiest yet. Starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as Sergei Kravinoff, better known as Kraven, it made waves at NY Comic-Con, where the opening scene showed Kraven's gritty prison escape, revealing his brutal combat skills as he crushes anyone who gets in his way. And it doesn't stop there.
Just like our father.
When the man comes around. When the man comes.
Another sneak peek showed Kraven turning the tables on those who tried to hunt him. The traps he sets are as inventive as they are stomach-churning, transforming his would-be pursuers into prey. While there's no confirmation if Spider-Man will show up, Sony's whole Spider-Man villain universe hints at a possible crossover down the line. Ballerina.
How do I start doing what you do?
Ballerina, the latest addition to the John Wick universe, lands on June 6th, 2025. Set between John Wick, Chapter 3, Parabellum, and John Wick. Chapter 4, this film dives into the backstory of Eve Maccaro, played by Ana de Armas, a lethal ballerina on a relentless path of revenge after hitmen tore her family apart. Keanu Reeves is back as John Wick himself, taking on a substantial role alongside series veterans Ian McShane, Angelica Houston, and the late Lance Reddick. With Len Wiseman directing, Ballerina promises to expand the John Wick world with that signature mix of stylish, brutal action fans love. Nobody 2.
Dad, you should see the other guys.
The long-awaited sequel to the 2021 hit Nobody, where Bob Odenkirk stunned audiences with his gritty action chops. Nobody 2 is hitting theaters on August 15, 2025. This time, acclaimed Indonesian director Timo Tjahjanto, The Night Comes for Us, is at the helm, so expect hyper-stylized action with a dark edge. Odenkirk, known for his iconic roles in comedy and drama, especially as Saul Goodman, transformed into an unexpected action hero, and fans have been itching for more ever since.
They came after my family.
They stole my kitty cat bracelet.
And you don't fucking do that.
In Nobody 2, we'll dive even deeper into Hutch's violent past. The stakes are higher, with Sharon Stone rumored to play a major villain, and Colin Hanks possibly taking on the role of a corrupt sheriff. With Derek Kolstad, the original screenwriter and mind behind John Wick, back for this one, Nobody 2 is shaping up to deliver more intense sequences and peel back even more layers of Hutch's character. Thunderbolts.
Eventually, you come to realize.
Coming to theaters in May 2025, Thunderbolts brings together a crew of anti-heroes taking on shadowy missions for the US government. Think of it as Marvel's answer to DC's Suicide Squad, minus the explosive implants. This lineup includes fan favorites like Yelena Belova, Red Guardian, Bucky Barnes, Ghost, Taskmaster, and US Agent, with Florence Pugh's Yelena leading the team.
We're brought up with this belief that there are good guys and there are bad guys.
The story picks up after The Falcon and The Winter Soldier, showing Yelena reconnecting with her father, Red Guardian, while US Agent and other misfit heroes like Ghost and Taskmaster join the reluctant squad. With a dark trailer packed with intense action, Thunderbolts could be the start of Marvel's own Dark Avengers. The Accountant 2. Filming just wrapped on The Accountant 2 with its release set for April 25th, 2025. Ben Affleck returns as Christian Wolf, the genius accountant with a dark, deadly side. Following the success of the original, which built a loyal fan base and performed strongly on streaming, The Accountant is back under the direction of Gavin O'Connor. This sequel not only brings back Affleck, but also reunites him with John Bernthal as Brax, Christian's complicated brother, and Cynthia Addai-Robinson as Mary Beth Medina, who's set for a bigger role this time around.
I'm cooking years of books and getting out alive. Imagine the secrets this guy has.
Who are you?
While most of the plot is still under wraps, early teasers hint at new threats for Christian and Brax, possibly tying back to some of the loose threads from the first film. With all the mystery surrounding it, The Accountant 2 promises more of the intense action and intricate twists that fans loved in the original.
The Old Guard 2.
You will lose everyone you've ever loved.
You're one of us now. We walk out of here like all.
At number 10, we have The Old Guard 2, the sequel to Netflix's 2020 blockbuster action movie. Based on Greg Rucka's comic, it stars Charlize Theron as Andromache, an immortal warrior. She leads a group of fellow immortals, using their centuries of experience as mercenaries to protect others. In this new sequel, the story dives into Quinn's mysterious return and Andy's struggle with her newfound vulnerability after losing her immortality.
These individuals are extremely resistant to capture.
We stop Merrick here and now, or he never stops coming after us.
Though filming wrapped in 2023, post-production faced delays, possibly due to leadership changes at Netflix. According to comicbook.com, reshoots are scheduled for this fall, and we could see a release in early 2025.
Captain America: Brave New World.
You may be Captain America, but you're not Steve Rogers.
Captain America: Brave New World is kicking off Marvel's 2025 lineup with a bang, hitting theaters on February 14th. This time, it's Sam Wilson, formerly the Falcon, taking up the mantle of Captain America, and he's got some major challenges ahead. Facing a presidential assassin and crossing paths with Harrison Ford's Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, Sam's got more than a few obstacles in his way. Ross, with his own agenda for Cap, brings a whole new dynamic, and yes, we even get a tease of Red Hulk, an intense, gamma-powered villain.
I'm not.
The movie reunites Sam with allies from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, including Danny Ramirez stepping up as the new Falcon and Carl Lumbly returning as Isaiah Bradley. Liv Tyler is back as Betty Ross, and Tim Blake Nelson returns as the leader, tying this new chapter back to the Incredible Hulk. Directed by Julius Ona, Brave New World promises fresh faces, high-stakes action, and a dose of political tension, setting an exciting stage for Marvel's Phase 5. Avatar: Fire and Ash.
And after your death,
This is our home!
I need you.
James Cameron's epic saga continues with Avatar: Fire and Ash, the third installment in the Avatar series. Set for release on December 19th, 2025, this film picks up 3 years after The Way of Water, diving even deeper into the conflicts tearing Pandora apart. Earth's situation has worsened, and the humans, led by the RDA, are more desperate to make Pandora their new home. However, the Na'vi won't make it easy, especially with the introduction of the Ash People, a new Na'vi clan led by Varang, played by Una Chaplin, showing a darker side of Pandora's inhabitants. Familiar faces like Jake Sully, Nate Neri, and Colonel Quaritch are back, but they're up against new challenges and even deadlier threats. With more adventure, new creatures, and fresh conflicts, Fire and Ash aims to push the boundaries of the Avatar universe, revealing Pandora's most intense and dangerous side yet. Predator: Badlands.
Whatever did this, I can kill it.
Predator: Badlands is officially heading to theaters on November 7th, 2025, bringing the franchise back to the big screen after Prey's successful streaming run. Directed by Prey's Dan Trachtenberg, who also co-writes with Patrick Eisen, Badlands is set to be a fresh, standalone installment, with Prey 2 reportedly in the works as well. Elle Fanning is stepping into a lead role, but the rest of the cast is still mostly under wraps. The story centers around two sisters whose opposing missions create a powerful family conflict. Set in the near future, just before the Alien timeline, Badlands is bringing a new spin to the classic Predator story, blending horror, sci-fi, and drama, all on a smart budget, just like what worked so well for Prey. Superman.
The world found out who I really was. They'd reject me. He was convinced that the world wasn't ready.
James Gunn. Superman: Legacy is set for release on July 11th. 2025 is more than just another reboot. It's the official launchpad for the new DC universe. The highly anticipated trailer isn't ready yet, but Gunn hinted that it'll be worth the wait. Known for his interactive social media presence, Gunn's keeping fans on their toes with teasers and behind-the-scenes updates. The movie stars David Corenswet as Superman, bringing a fresh take on the classic hero, alongside Rachel Brosnahan as Lois Lane.
You believe your son is safe? I will find him!
This Superman will take the character back to his roots, focusing on a younger Clark Kent as he grapples with balancing his Kryptonian heritage and his humanity. Gunn's Superman is set to embody the classic ideals of truth, justice, and the American way, presenting him as a hopeful, down-to-earth hero rather than a brooding figure. With Gunn leading DC Studios alongside Peter Safran, the film marks a pivotal reset for DC, aiming to re-establish Superman as the heart of the DCU. Tron: Ares. Set to hit theaters on October 10th, 2025, Tron: Ares takes the franchise in a bold new direction. This time, the action isn't confined to the digital world of the grid. Instead, Ares, a highly advanced AI program, ventures out into the real world to explore Earth. The Tron saga, which began in 1982 and continued with Tron: Legacy in 2010, has always plunged audiences into a digital universe of both heroic and rogue computer programs. Despite production delays, filming finally wrapped in May 2024 under the direction of Joachim Ronning. Jared Leto leads the cast as Ares, alongside Evan Peters, Greta Lee, and Gillian Anderson. Fans got their first peek at the movie during Disney's 2024 D23 Expo, where they caught a glimpse of the film's high-stakes blend of cyber sci-fi and real-world tension.
Havoc, a film many have been eagerly waiting for. Directed by Gareth Evans, known for his intense and gritty style from the Raid franchise, this movie stars Tom Hardy, Forrest Whitaker, and Timothy Olyphant. The plot follows a detective who gets caught up in a dangerous criminal underworld after a drug deal goes wrong, trying to save a politician's estranged son. Along the way, he uncovers a web of conspiracy and corruption. Although production wrapped in 2021, the film faced delays and reshoots in 2023. Initially expected in Netflix 2024 lineup, Havoc has now shifted to a 2025 release.
In the Gray.
John, you have tallies approaching.
Guy Ritchie's In the Gray promises an action-packed ride, bringing together Henry Cavill, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Eiza Gonzalez in a powerhouse team-up fans have been waiting for. Set to hit theaters on January 17th, 2025, this thriller follows two elite extraction specialists, played by Cavill and Gyllenhaal, as they take on a high-stakes mission to secure an escape route for a top negotiator, likely portrayed by Gonzalez. Filmed against the stunning backdrop of the Canary Islands, In the Gray is now in post-production, gearing up for a big theatrical release.
You and your operation are reckless. Abort this mission now.
The cast doesn't stop with the main trio. Rosamund Pike, Fisher Stevens, and Jason Wong join the lineup, adding even more star power. This film has the potential to be one of Ritchie's biggest hits, especially for fans looking for a gripping, high-energy action experience. With Cavill, Gyllenhaal, and Gonzalez in the mix, this one looks like a must-see for action fan. Ritchie, known for his hits. If you enjoyed our picks for upcoming action movies, give us a thumbs up. Want even more movie recommendations? Check out the video description for links to our other content, and don't forget to subscribe for more great videos.